Every trucker's heard about Highway 77, the stretch of road nobody takes after midnight. Some say it loops, others say it disappears. But the truth is worse, much worse. Ethan Knox was behind schedule. Desperate to shave time off his delivery, he asked an old-timer at a rest stop for advice. The man grunted and muttered, "Highway 77's fastest at night, if you can stomach the toll." It wasn't on his GPS, but Ethan found the turn. A rusted sign swung in the wind, 77 Midnight Access. He turned. Fog swallowed the truck. The road fell silent, too silent. 3 miles in, headlights caught a lone toll booth standing in the dark. No buildings, no staff, just a sign. Pay what you owe. The tray held no slot, only a scale. When Ethan placed a quarter on it, nothing happened. But when he dropped his wedding ring, left from a marriage long dead, the gate lifted. The road bent strangely, twisting into itself. Miles passed, yet signs repeated. Trees looked cloned. On the 4th pass, his CB buzzed. "Ethan Knox, you still owe." He screamed into the mic. Only static replied. A thump sounded in the trailer. Something else was on board. He stopped to check the back. It was empty. Supposed to be empty. But now something dripped from the ceiling. Red. A voice whispered behind him. "You should have called her back." He turned. No one there. His daughter's voice crackled from the engine. "Daddy, why did you leave us?" He fell to his knees. The trailer door slammed shut. He spotted a woman on the side of the road, pale, bleeding. He stopped. She didn't get in. She walked backwards to the passenger door, smiled without blinking. "I died on this road," she said, "because someone took the shortcut." Ethan floored it. The mirror showed her sitting in the back seat. The dashboard displayed a new meter. Debt, 3 lives. Ethan's hands trembled. He passed other trucks, empty cabs. But inside, in each reflection, a shadow driver grinned. Each rig bore his company's logo. Each license plate, a variation of his own. The road widened. Rigs lined up behind him. He wasn't alone anymore. Each driver was him. Versions broken, burned, drowned. One pulled up beside him. Mouth stitched shut. Eyes hollow. A hand slapped against his window. Still, oh, more. He reached the final booth. This one was manned. Tall figure. No face. Just a black void under the hood. "You may leave," it rasped, "but pay in full." "What do I owe?" Ethan asked. "Your burden, or your being." Ethan reached into the glove box, pulled out a photo of his daughter. "No," he whispered. "Take me." The road split. One side rose into sunlight. The other sank into black. He took the ramp into light, woke up in his cab, parked at a rest stop. It was dawn. His logbook had no record of the trip. His trailer was full of nothing, just the faint sound of a toll bell ringing. Years later, truckers speak of a rig that only appears at midnight. It stops at booths that aren't there. Sometimes it passes you. Sometimes it waits for you. Because on Highway 77, the toll is never fully paid. Story number 2. Some roads weren't meant to be traveled twice, especially not by tow trucks. Logan Weaver, a seasoned tow truck driver, got a dispatch call just before midnight. A luxury sedan had broken down along Hollow Road, an isolated path known for its lack of cell service and strange stories. "You sure about this route?" Logan asked dispatch. Static. Then, "Just get it done. Some roads weren't meant to be traveled twice, especially not by tow trucks." But Logan Weaver had no choice. And Hollow Road never forgets. Logan Weaver, a seasoned tow truck driver with 30 years under his belt, had seen it all. Flipped cars, wrecks twisted like metal origami, desperate passengers begging for help. But nothing unnerved him more than a late-night call to Hollow Road. The call came through dispatch like a whisper on static. Luxury sedan. Dead battery. Hollow road. Pick up immediately. He stared at the GPS. Hollow Road wasn't even on the digital map. It only showed up in his mind as a memory from long ago. A road he had avoided ever since that night. He hadn't spoken about it. Not to his wife, not to the company, not even to himself. "You sure about this route?" Logan asked. "Just get it done." The voice on the radio crackled, but it didn't sound like the usual dispatcher. It was grainier, almost synthetic. He hesitated, considered pretending he never got the call. But something pulled him. Curiosity, guilt, or fate, he couldn't say. The air was unnaturally still as he rolled onto Hollow Road. Moonlight barely pierced the thick canopy of trees. They leaned overhead like a tunnel made of twisted, gnarled limbs, rustling as if whispering secrets to one another. He passed a faded road sign. Hollow Road. Travel at your own risk. He laughed nervously. No kidding? He switched on the high beams. Even then, the fog that clung to the pavement refused to part completely. It was like driving through milk. Thick, dense, suffocating. He felt a knot in his stomach tighten. The sedan sat alone, flashers blinking like a heartbeat in distress. Its sleek silver body was untouched by dust or mud. Too clean, too placed, like a movie prop waiting for a scene. Logan pulled the truck behind it and approached cautiously. No movement, no sound. He knocked on the window. Silence. Then he tried the door. It creaked open slowly, like it had been waiting for him. Inside, silence. Cold leather. The faint smell of lavender. Or was it formaldehyde? The engine was cold, icy cold. Stranger still. No keys, no cell phone, no bag or personal effects. Just an old circus ticket stub in the cup holder. He picked it up. Admit 1. Hollow Carnival, Forever Show. The ink was faded but fresh to the touch. A sudden chill ran up his spine. Not from the air, but from something deep within him. Like his bones remembered something his brain refused to. His radio hissed, louder this time. "Hook it! Hurry!" He dropped the ticket and returned to the truck, hands shaking slightly. As he began backing up to hitch the car, he caught a glimpse of something in the rear view. Movement in the trees. He blinked. It was gone. The tow cable locked into place with a metallic thunk. He climbed into the cab and started pulling away. As Logan began driving, something tugged at his attention in the side mirror. The sedan's headlights flicked on, then off, then on again. He slowed and stepped out, flashlight in hand. Walking back toward the sedan, he noticed something off. The mirrors on the car didn't reflect him. Only the road, only fog. When he opened the door again, the dome light revealed a figure in the back seat. A girl, pale skin, long black hair, soaked with water. She looked up with sunken eyes, then disappeared. His heart pounded as he backed away. The radio hissed again. "Keep driving. Don't stop." His palms were sweaty now. The metal of the wheel felt hotter than it should have. As he shifted into gear, a laugh echoed in the distance, high-pitched, childlike, then abruptly cut off. He pressed the gas. Hollow Road was supposed to be 5 miles, yet the odometer ticked past 12. The trees grew thicker, the darkness deeper. Every turn felt the same. Deja vu looped endlessly. His GPS froze, then rebooted. Time, 3:33 a.m. He checked his watch, 1:15. The fuel gauge dipped unnaturally fast, needle bouncing like a heartbeat. The temperature gauge spiked, then fell, then rose again. The dashboard lights blinked in sync with the static on the radio. His hands gripped the wheel tighter as whispers filled the cab. No music, just overlapping murmurs in a language he didn't know. but something about it felt accusatory. A deer jumped across the road, except it had no eyes. Logan swerved, nearly losing control. The road straightened and continued. The deer vanished. In the mirror, the girl was in the back seat again, smiling. At a stop sign that shouldn't have existed, he saw someone in the passenger seat. A woman, again, soaked. Her dress clung to her like seaweed. "Don't look back," she whispered. He tried to speak, but his throat closed up, like someone was holding it shut from the inside. He blinked. She was gone. Yet the smell of brine and wet leaves lingered. It reminded him of the lake. He switched to the rear camera. There she was, sitting on the sedan's hood, head tilted, smiling like she'd waited years just to see him again. Then she mouthed words. "You left us." He turned off the monitor. Up ahead, fire. A massive wall of flame crackled across the road, but it didn't spread or move. It simply burned, stationary, controlled. Silhouettes walked through it. Men, women, children, all charred and silent. They moved toward the truck, surrounding it slowly. One figure placed a hand on the window. His face was half melted. "You towed us once," he whispered. "We never left." The windows fogged. The truck stalled. Logan screamed. The flames vanished. The road returned. But the smell of burnt flesh remained. It all came rushing back, 10 years ago. A reckless party bus had crashed on this very road. He arrived first, saw the bodies, some alive, some not. He radioed it in, but chose not to wait. He took the payout and towed the bus with passengers still trapped inside. Fire consumed it at the yard. Their screams haunted his dreams. Now they were back. And they wanted justice, or revenge, or both. No matter how far he drove, the same landmarks passed again. The rusted sign, the broken mile marker, the sedan. Each time, more figures stood beside it. Children, elders, the woman, all watching him. The fog filled his lungs, choking him. The radio gave one last garbled message. "You don't leave Hollow. Hollow leaves you." His vision blurred. The headlights faded, then returned. Logan pulled over and turned off the engine. He walked back to the sedan. Its door opened with a groan. He got in. The tow truck revved itself. Chains rattled. Tires screeched. It drove off into the fog, dragging the sedan with it. The truck's cab was empty. Yet from within, the radio whispered songs of sorrow. And Hollow Road remained quiet once more. Some say a tow truck rides Hollow Road, trapped in a loop. It pulls a silver sedan and moans in static. If you see it pass, don't flash your lights, don't wave, and whatever you do, don't follow. Because on Hollow Road, once you tow the dead, they tow you back.